Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing fine. If this is your first time, welcome to Bits&Breach. It's lovely seeing you here. It's lovely, well, it's nice seeing you, and hopefully we get to see one-on-one sometimes in the future. Or anywhere. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about multi-factor authenticator. But before that, I like us to um look at what is multi-factor authentication. Let's see. Now, what is multi-factor authentication? When you sign into your online account, the process we call authentication, you're proving to the service that you are who you say you are. Traditionally, that's been done with your username and password. Unfortunately, that's not a very good way to do it. Usernames are often easy to discover. Sometimes they are just your email address. Since passwords can be hard to remember, people tend to pick simple ones or use the same password at many different sites. That's why almost all online services, bank, social media, shopping, and yes, Microsoft, have added a way for your account to be more secure. You may hear it called as two-step verification or multi-factor authentication. And you know, multi-factor authentication or two-step verification actually add like two things. So it's either who you are, they said is it who you are, what you are, and I can't really remember that. So maybe they said it here. When you sign into it, you are more than just a username and password. You need a second verification method, what you call a second factor, to prove who you are, right? So yeah, this is what I was trying to remember. Something you know, something you have, and something you are. So it's something you know and something you are, or it's either something you are and something you have. So it's like two steps. So apart from when you put in your username, you put in your password. After you put in your password, sometimes you might need to do a facial recognition, or sometimes you might need something you have, maybe like an authentication on your phone, something like that. So multi-factor is necessary nowadays that we have so many threat actors going all around. So I'm going to pin this. So I'm going to put this in the comment section in case you want to read more on this. But what I'm just going to do, this video is going to be very short. Right? So I don't want to show us how to turn on multi-factor authentication for the whole organization. I've talked about how to do conditional access in the video. If you're yet to see that, you can look at my videos. You're going to see how to set conditional access in your organization. So this is very simple. I just come to the admin center here. If I want to do it for a user, all I have to do is just click on the person. Once I click on the person from the active users, I scroll all the way down and I see manage multi-factor authentication. It's going to take me to the Entra admin center. And note that the only person that can do this is the admin. A user cannot set multi-factor authentication for himself or herself. It's only an admin that can set it for you. So I'm not going to go back. Now, since I want to set this for the whole user in the organization, I'm going to go to the Entra admin portal here. Okay, I'm going to put in my password. Okay, so I'm going to authenticate. Note that I have already done this for myself, but I'm just going to show us in this video. Still signing. Yes. I'll click on that. So now we are in the overview page, which is where we are supposed to be. You come to properties here. You scroll all the way down. Click on manage security defaults, which is right here. This is disabled. It's only enabled for me because I am the admin. So this is disabled. I'll just click on because I have enabled this before in the past, right? I'm just going to click on enabled and I'm going to click on save. Now, before a user in the organization could have access to like bypass the multi-factor authentication for 3 times before the multi-factor authenticator now force it to do that based on organization policy. That was in the past, but now immediately you are signing up or immediately you are signing in, it forces you to authenticate. Now this is a user in my organization and I have not logged into this user before. I can't remember the password, so I'm going to log in to this user in another browser. Okay, maybe let me use an incognito browser so it doesn't bring any caged value. Just the office.com and sign in. So the username is bio@treasures.org.ng. I'll click on next. I can't remember Bio's password, so I'm just going to automatically reset the password. And I'll copy this. And go back to the incognito browser and paste this. Sign in. So now, because security defaults are enabled for the organization, which is the multi-factor authenticator, I have to do all this, right? So I just click on next. Now once you click on this, it asks you to install this on your phone, right? You could do something like this. Maybe install it on your phone. You can get it on Google Play, and it's going to redirect you to a page where you just scan a code. Okay, or you can just install. You could say download from App Store. Just go to your maybe Google Play if you're using an Android, and App Store if you're using what's it called. But let me see if I say set up a different way to sign in. It's still going to give me this, or I can click on this. I can choose my country. Now note that those are the two things that I enabled for my organization. That's why it's giving me that. So let's try this. I want you to text me a code. I'll click on next. Run into a problem. Sometimes this doesn't work for Nigeria, so I'm used to that. So bio, click on next. So just click on next and download this on your phone, like I said. Once you download it, you had bio on your phone as a work or school account. So I'm not going to click on next. I'll just scan this QR code with my multi-factor authenticator, and it's going to add bio. So that has been done on my phone. I'll just click on next. And bio is here. 84. Yes, it's me. Approved. So authenticator added and done. But yes. Setup complete. This is my iPhone. Now another thing is I could actually edit this method if I decide that I have another phone I want to add. But let me just go back. That's me to register again, which I've done. Okay, done. So my authenticator has been added. I could either go to Outlook, I could go to Teams, or anywhere I want to go to. I'm good now. So, but then if I decide that I want to add, you might be wondering how we got here. So let me see. It's done. Outlook. Did I go to Outlook? Now these are my mails, bio, and this is my OneDrive. Now to get here, there's a way to get here, and that is my signin.microsoft.com. But I want to show you how to do this, or probably I'll just do this in another video. So you could actually add more than one sign-in. If you say you want an email, receive a code via email, you can put in your, please do not put in your Microsoft account here. Put in your personal email address. It could be Outlook account, your Gmail account, so that if you're trying to authenticate, it sends it to your Gmail account, your personal account, not your Microsoft account. Now you could either do this and say you want to get a call or text. It's going to ask you to add a phone number just like it did then, but Nigeria numbers sometimes don't work for this. Sometimes an email, you can add your Gmail account in case you are locked out. That is why we are doing this. Now another thing is, in the organization I could decide that I don't want them to use SMS or where am I? Okay, scroll down. Yeah, authentication methods. From the Entra ID authentication methods. Now can you see that Microsoft Authenticator is allowed? Yes. SMS is allowed? Yes. And that is why you could see that option in that user at that first point when they were trying to authenticate. You could see SMS and you could see Microsoft Authenticator. Now, I always advise you to use the Authenticator and the SMS in case you lose your phone, and you could actually, if you lose your phone, you could easily retrieve your number, right? But you cannot get the phone back because the phone is where the application is. So I always advise you to set up these two methods, the Authenticator and the SMS. So, and even the emails, like you see here, and even the email. At least if you lose your phone and you lose your phone and the authenticator there is not backed up, because there's a way to back it up, it's not backed up, you could always use your email address. That's why I said your email should be either your Gmail, your Outlook, any personal, or your Yahoo. And the SMS, once you get your SIM back, you could always authenticate with that. And then if you know that your phone has been stolen, you can easily delete it from there and add another authenticator here for your new phones. So I hope you understand this. And like I said before, this video is supposed to be very short. If you say you don't want people to authenticate, you could come here and turn this off, disable this. But I enable this because I want authenticator to be for my user. I remember how we got here. We came to authentication methods, and these are the authenticator method 2. Now there's another thing about authenticator. There's sometimes you get caught up in a loop. I really don't know if I should cover that in this video, but there's sometimes I'll just talk about it. I'm not going to cover it in this video. And sometimes the person gets caught up in a loop, and then the authenticator app keep telling you to sign in over and over again for a particular user. So normally you just come here and you revoke the user session, or you re-require the MFA for that user, right? You require MFA for that. We register MFA for that user, and then the admin go ahead and delete the previous phone, and we had it back. So that's just one of the bad things, or one of the disadvantage. Just a few times, it doesn't happen regularly. It's just a few times that it happens. The authenticator is just keeps trying to authenticate you over and over again, and you do that. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to learn something in this video. If you found this video useful, like I always say, please share to your friends. Please I would say you should implement this in your organization. Multi-factor authentication is very necessary for an organization. In case of breach, you don't want to experience breach. You don't want to set up multi-factor authentication after you have been breached. So this is a security control that should be enabled in your organization. So guys, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification. I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye for now.